The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
My intro is that birthers have no political representation in America. There's not one politician that will stand up and say, I represent the birthers. Not one. Not a one. You know, I raised the issue, and I'm going to keep on raising it because it's so salient. It's a powerful issue that little black children say, our first black president, but they can't see his records. They can't see his grades. You know, they can't see anything. He's supposed to be the president of the Harvard Law Review. My friends, that's a very powerful argument. It says that this man has no records. He has no history, and he definitely has no black history. The argument is so wonderful. He has no black history. He's never been in the hood. He's raised in Jakarta. He's raised in Hawaii. We don't know what his college records were like. We don't know what his social security number is. I mean, this man has no records. And the ones he presented are phony. And I mean, okay, I can understand you don't want to see people, don't want people to see your college records. Is that right? But there's got to be something diabolically wrong with America to let this man go without demanding that we see at least one article he wrote for the Harvard Law Review. Has there ever been a president of any law review who didn't give some comments during his tenure? This is utterly preposterous. And that's it. You can't see one thing this man has ever done. So we got an argument. Birthers have an argument. We just don't have any political representation, and we're certainly not represented by the media, except for what you get here on the Manning Report. Joe Biden, everybody, Joe the breakdancer Biden, the alleged vice president of America today, will not run for the office of president in 2016. He will not run. All right, are we clear about that? Everybody's speculating that Joe, because of the way Joe was dancing out in the street behind a long-legged Mac Daddy up and down Pennsylvania Avenue on this past illegal inauguration and the second coming of Satan, that they thought that he was glad-handing everybody. He ran over and glad-handed Al Roker. Well, Joe must be excited about the fact that Obama's on his way out and he's on his way in. Joe ain't running. The only thing Joe is going to run is up Pennsylvania Avenue and find a warm place and some more scotch. But Joe ain't running, everybody. He ain't running. So just stop talking about it. And let me tell you why. First of all, somebody bought a man a new overcoat. It was cold out there. You see that thing? His coat overcoat looked like it was a 3/4 length coat, and it was tight. It was, like too tight. Too tight. I have when my suits need altering, I have a career tailor woman and I go in and I say, I need to have this let out. She look at it. She don't speak English. She looks at me and say, too tight. Well, Biden's coat was tighter than a tick on a dog. This past Monday, somebody get the man a new overcoat. What do they pay these vice presidents annually? And besides, he doesn't give anything to charity. He should have some money to buy himself a brand new overcoat. Anyway, he will not be running for the office of president in 2016. First of all, do you think that Hillary Clinton's not going to run? Anybody, you listen to me now. Anyone who thinks that Hillary is not running for president in 2016 understands this, that Obama will not give up the office. That's the only reason why you think Hillary's not running. But let me just say this to you. If Biden ran for president in 2016, I would love it. I don't think Obama's going to give up the office, first of all. And by the way, there's many a slip between the cup and the lip. We are a long way, baby. From 2016. You ain't seen nothing yet. 2013 is just getting started. 2014, but we may not even see 2016 as a planet. We're a long way with all the things that the second coming of Satan and Obama and all his minions are planning on doing, and the fact they want to turn America gay. But let's just say, for instance, that all things work out to the point where Obama decides to give up that power and Joe Biden decides he's going to run. I would love that. Let me tell you why. Because it will then allow us, who ain't going to go away, to ask questions about the Obama administration. We can go back to Benghazi, but we could also go back to what Joe Biden knew about the birth certificate. We could go back to what Joe Biden knew about the presentation of the illegal birth certificate in April of 2011. We could go back to what Joe Biden knew about that fake raid on Abbottabad in Pakistan regarding the alleged killing of Osama bin Laden. We can ask all those questions all over again, and trust me, there are a number of people out there now who are ready to riot, and they may not do that, but I tell you what they will do. They will take the gloves off on Joe Biden and ask him many questions, make him wee-wee on himself, urinate on himself. Because the idea of Biden running would be like Gore and Clinton, and Gore who dissed Clinton and probably should have used him, but this would be a second or third term for Obama, and Hillary the same thing, but a little less on the questions about Abbottabad, but she was involved, and she was in that Situation Room that night. When allegedly Osama was taken down, and she knows about the birth certificate, she knows about the fraud, she knows about Social Security, she knows about Obama and the CIA, the Mujahideen in Pakistan in 1981. She knows all about that. She knows about it. So if Obama gives up the power, and the reason why I'm saying Biden's not going to run, Obama can't give up that power. If he gives up the power of the presidency, then he is swinging in the wind. And all of us out here that got questions that we know have not been answered. And by the way, a lot of people say, man, you're just pursuing this. The birth certificate's a dead issue, and Obama's college transcript's a dead issue. No, they're not. Those people want me to quit because they know that this is a serious issue. The moment he steps outside that office, the moment he steps outside that power, all of his enemies are going to come down on him like a ton of bricks. All of them going to come down on him like a ton of bricks. In order for Obama to stay alive, and in order for his Supreme Court appointments, and for every other legislator and every other person that participated in Obama, in order for Fox News to stay alive, Obama's got to stay in office. He got to. He's got to. If he walks out that office, gives up that power, my friends, he's got the media under control. He's got Fox under control. He's got Supreme Court under control. He's got Columbia University. He's got Harvard under control. I mean, listen here. All the little black children, all you black people weeping, and all you Murley Evers, and all you black women, black people, and black church people talking about we got a black president. The man was so-called president of the Harvard Law Review, one of the most prestigious law review magazines on the planet. Everybody goes from Harvard Law Review right to the U.S. Supreme Court. But the 7th grade little black boy in the 7th grade who wants to be like Obama, the 8th grade little girl who wants to be like Michelle the Fist Bumper or wants to be like Obama, they're going to go to Harvard and then they're going to be all they can be. If that 7th grader black boy asked to see one article that Obama ever wrote as the alleged president of the Harvard Law Review, it's non-existent. The whole man's history, his life completely is non-existent until he started running for president. There's no birth certificate, there's no social security number, there's no college transcripts, there's no Harvard Law Review. His whole life is non-existent. Black people! Hey, little black boy in the 7th grade, your black president's entire history is non-existent. There are no records of him as if he came from Mars. Joe Biden ain't running. Obama ain't gonna give up. If Obama gives up the office of president, all of the enemies are coming out of the woodwork. So he's going to try to hang on to that office as much as he possibly can. Hillary better not say she's running. She better not say she's running. And Joe Biden better not say he's running either. But all you black people out there, your black president has no history. There are no records. There are no grades. We don't know what he got. There are no articles, though he was the president of the Harvard Law Review, and it's required, like breathing, that you must write. You must give opinions on legal issues if you're the president of the Harvard Law Review. But all of his records have been sealed. And you say there ain't no argument out there. You say there ain't nothing to talk about. You say, Manny, shut up. No, you shut up. And we're going to lock up the long-legged Mac Daddy, the second coming of Satan, Barack Hussein Obama.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.